guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I have sat in front of a camera and filmed. As you may know, it has been a couple weeks now since I got married, which is absolutely insane. My hair is a lot shorter. I cut it. So I have little baby braids in right now, but I figured I would talk to you guys about the wedding, and what better way to do it than a mukbang. This is my very first mukbang, and apparently I have a black sedan. That's what my vehicle ID is on here. That is definitely not true. So that's interesting. But without further ado, let's just jump on in it. If I start sweating, it's because my car is off, because if I have it on, I tried to film a mukbang a while back, and my car was on, and I had to like get rid of the whole thing because you could barely hear anything because the car was making noises. So we'll start with the food. When I go to Chick-fil-A, I have to have like the whole shebang, and it's really close to that time in the month. Sorry for TMI, but I crave Chick-fil-A really close to that time, and so I got the chicken strips with Chick-fil-A sauce, of course, and some delicious waffle fries and a sweet tea. Just crack into this bad boy. So the wedding, I like can't even describe to you how amazing the wedding was. I haven't really been in the best mind frame to film lately, just because with all the move, it's like a lot of stuff's going on right now. But I feel like I'm finally like getting back to a good place. Not that I was like having a hard time, it's just, or that I wasn't in a good place, it's just I'm having a hard time just like adjusting and figuring out what I want to do, because I'm in a brand new place. If you didn't know, I moved to Kentucky right after the wedding. But enough about that. Let's talk about the wedding. I have fry in my throat. So for the most part, everything went fine with the wedding. Like, there wasn't anything too crazy that happened that was bad. We're gonna talk about the positive first, because obviously there is negatives. There's negatives with every wedding. The morning started off great. I got there at 9 in the morning. I got married in a state house, if you didn't know that. Got there at 9, and my hair person started on me immediately, because she had to do my hair, my makeup, and then 3 of my bridesmaids' hair and the 1 makeup. And so she wanted to get mine done to make sure it was, you know, done early, because I had to take pictures and stuff. My photographer got there at like 2:30 or 2. So she wanted to make sure I was done. So I got there, kind of just like sat around for a little bit and enjoyed the decorations. I didn't really get to see them too much because the rehearsal dinner was just like crazy and so much going on. So I kind of just walked around and enjoyed kind of everything and took it in for a minute, just me, before everyone got there. And then kind of once, you know, my biggest thing, like worry for the day, was that it was going to rain, because my ceremony was outside. Beautiful, beautiful lake that it's on. We got this cross made to go out there. I had this welcome sign made, and there was like an 80% chance of rain that day, and I was just so terrified that we were gonna have to go to plan B. That's not the biggest deal in the world, but I really didn't want to go with plan B. I wanted to stick with my original plan, which was to have the ceremony on the lake and then have the reception in a tent. I did buy a tent, or rent a tent, which is a whole other fiasco, but I rented a tent for the reception, and then the house, you had all the food and people could go in and out of there. So it was 80% in the morning, and then by like 1 o'clock it was like a 30% chance of rain for 4, and then by the time it got to it, there was like a 0% chance rain. It did not rain at all for my ceremony. I cannot tell you how happy I was, because that was my biggest fear the whole time, was that it was going to rain out. Someone just pulled next to me. I felt really awkward. They must be going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm parked in like the Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot, because I didn't want to go to the Chick-fil-A parking lot because there's way too many people there. So we were kind of, I guess I have to say some of the negative stuff with the positive, because it kind of goes in that order. So it was like maybe an hour before the ceremony was supposed to start. I had a 4:30 ceremony, and we were kind of trying to scramble, get ready. Bridesmaids' hairs weren't done yet. Like, it was just a lot going on. and it got closer and closer, and me and Tyler were actually going to do a first look. So we weren't going to do one where he like traditionally like sees me, but we kind of did a thing to where he was on one side of the wall and I was on the other, and we did like a little prayer before the ceremony, which I highly, highly recommend. If you guys want like a first look type thing, but you don't want to actually see each other, I highly recommend that. It was such a special moment, and those pictures are some of my favorite pictures that we have. And I haven't got my video yet, but I got a preview of it, and he has him saying the prayer in the background. It was a special moment. So about 30 minutes before the ceremony was supposed to start, my officiant / coordinator comes in the room. She's like, don't freak out, but your DJ's not here yet. And of course I freaked out. She's, you know, he's not here yet, we're gonna figure out where he is, like, do you have a number for him so we can call him? And so we're trying to get a hold of him. Thank goodness though this didn't end up a horrible situation, because all these things were going in my mind. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know, if the DJ doesn't show up, what are we gonna do? Like, I don't have, you know, any backup sound or anything. My sole ceremony music was on the DJ's equipment, reception music, whatever. So finally, he actually ended up calling my photographer because he had her number, and he said that his GPS took him the wrong way, and so he was only like 12 minutes down the road. So he was actually able to get there on time. We only started maybe 15-30 minutes late, which I assumed anyways, because weddings never start on time. And so we were kind of already running behind. I didn't think we were going to do the first look, but they came up to me and was like, is this something that you really want to do? And I'm like, it's really not a big deal, like, you know, if it doesn't happen. So they went downstairs, talked to the photographers, and like, hey, we're doing the first look. And immediately I was just like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. Like, not get married, but like emotionally I was just like already distraught, because my dad came and saw me in my dress, and I started crying when that happened. He made me bawl so hard. I had held it together so good until that moment, but then I was also like, I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared to do this first look. But when I got down and held Tyler's hand, like, it calmed me down so much. Like, it didn't even make me emotional, it just like really calmed me. We did our little prayer thing and then walked down the aisle, of course, which was awesome. My bridesmaids looked beautiful, my flower girl was beautiful, my junior bridesmaids were beautiful, the ceremony was just perfect. My officiant did the most incredible job personalizing it so close to us. I'm gonna link their information down below if you live in Florida. Big Disney people. Her and her husband are like a officiant coordinator duo. Incredible. I believe their thing is like arc light something, but I'm gonna link as much information below as I can as far as like my vendors and stuff. So she did that. We did write our own vows, which was really emotional because I am not a crier. I do not cry in front of people, and as soon as I started reading it, I just like, I could not even finish them barely. I was so choked up. And as soon as I got choked up, my little baby niece, Lily, as you guys have seen, started bawling her eyes out. I heard someone crying in the background. I couldn't figure out who it was. She was bawling her eyes out, crying so hard because I was crying. Her mom kept asking her why she's crying. She's like, I don't know. So that was so precious. My hair's already falling out because it's so, like, short. Like I said, ceremony went great, and we were able to get a little bit of pictures after the ceremony. However, it did start raining once we got to our pictures. So me and Tyler's pictures, it started raining, so we actually had to end up going inside. So that's why most of our pictures are inside with us, because it started pouring. Like, it was pouring. It held out. That's all I wanted. I'm like, I don't care if it rains any other time, but if it can just hold up for the ceremony, like, that's fine. So we took pictures upstairs with my bridesmaids and with Tyler, and they turned out really good. Like, she made a gloomy day seem just beautiful because all the pictures look amazing. I have 858 of them, which is crazy. I'm starting to get sweaty. You can tell. I got like a nice glisten going on right now. I love Chick-fil-A, Susie. So, we went upstairs and took pictures. Then I came downstairs and they announced us. DJ was all set up, all the food was laying out, people were all sitting, you know, in the reception tent. I had Disney themed tables, which you guys probably know if you've been following along with my wedding series. If not, you can go ahead, I'll link some below. But everyone was sitting down at their tables. We came in and went straight into the first dance, which I also recommend because it was nice to go straight into it and then sit down to eat and not have to like sit down to try and eat and then get back up for our first dance. So we were able to do that, get that over with, sat down to eat, and this is like probably the second bad thing that happened to me. So it was very muggy outside. I was very stressed out because someone just pulled up right next to me. Okay, I had to take a pause for a minute because this person pulled up right next to me and just sat there. So, staring at me. So what was, I didn't even know what I was saying before. Oh yeah. So it was pouring rain outside and I was kind of stressed out because the really bad thing that happened at my wedding was we rented a tent from this company because we had to rent it from this company, and it had holes in it. Lots and lots of holes. So people's food was getting wet. Like people had to move their tables and stuff before the reception started. And luckily they were able to get them out of the way to where their actual food didn't get wet. It was just like their salads and stuff. And then we also got these like cool zones that are supposed to like make the air cooler in the tent. Didn't work. Spent like $2,200 on this stuff. Not cheap. So you best believe that I was disputing that real fast because the guy even admitted to us that they didn't give us the right tent. Those are an old event tent. And I'm like, why would you tell us that? So we disputed it with our credit card company. I don't like to say bad things about people, but it was just the most ridiculous, horrible service that I have ever experienced. And I will never rent from them again, which I have no need to now because I don't live in Florida, but it was horrible. So I was already like really stressed. I started getting really hot and I felt like I was gonna pass out. And I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I can't pass out at my wedding. Like that is gonna be the most horrible thing. So I got up real fast while everyone was doing stuff. I think Tyler was talking to someone. I grabbed the nearest person, which happened to be one of our friends who helped set up everything. And I was just like, I need a change. And so I actually thankfully got a reception dress, which was much lighter. So I changed into that. Y'all, I gotta crank the air up. It was hot. Hopefully the noise isn't too loud. I'm sorry if it is. I don't have much left to say, so I apologize. It's just getting too hot in here. So I changed my reception dress, felt a lot better. We did the father-daughter dances, the mother-son dances, had our food. I barely ate anything, and not just because I had time to eat, I just was not hungry. We did some like video stuff, the bouquet toss and garter toss and all that. So it was a really fun night, and then we were able to do our cake cutting inside. Whoever wanted to watch could go in and watch it. And then straight after, we went outside and took a little bit of video footage, so my photographer was able to get just a couple of pictures of us outside that turned out really good. And then after that, they left because I had them until 8, and we just partied. I mean, everyone had a great time. Everyone was dancing on the dance floor and talking. Our families were mingling. It was just great. I'll try, if I can get some of the videos from people, I'll include them at the end, but it just depends on if I can get them and if they want them on there. But I'll see if I can include like some of them. Like I know Tyler, his garter removal was just, I was so embarrassed. He did it to Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix. It was very embarrassing. My poor dad was mortified. If I can find a video, I know I have a video, I just don't know who took it, and if I can get him to send it to me, I'll include it. But it was very embarrassing. And they did also like a grease, I was in the bathroom when this happened, but they did this like whole grease skit, and they were all dancing out there. It was pretty incredible. I've seen the videos, but we had so much fun. Everyone is still talking about it. The food was incredible. We did a pasta bar. I think I've said that in like previous videos. And then we did bundt cakes for our dessert. So it honestly all just turned out so good. Like, even with the rain, which we had some incredible men who helped us out. Shout out to Steven, who held the umbrella pretty much all night, transporting people from in and out of the tent, and Lauren and Carrie for making this possible, because they helped set everything up and steamed all the linens. And just thank you to everyone who helped. It was honestly like truly a magical day, and even with like the bad things that happened, it was just incredible. And I'm so excited to get the video. I have been like very impatiently waiting. It should be coming soon. I think she said before July 5th. And when I do get it, I am posting it on here, so you guys will be able to see some of the stuff that I am talking about. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I mean, if you guys have any questions, I could do like, maybe me and Tyler do like a Q&A or something, if you guys want. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, since I've moved now. I'm planning on doing, I need more sauce. I love Chick-fil-A sauce. I used to hate it before, but now I love it. I'm planning on doing more DIY videos. My plan eventually, once everything is set up in the house, is to do DIY Tuesdays, where I do a DIY video or like a decorate with me type video on Tuesdays. And eventually I would love to do Foodie Fridays, where I might like show you how to make stuff, or we might like try things or whatever, coffee shops or just anything with food. So let me know what you think about that. Or if there's any other videos you want to see as far as wedding goes, like if you want to know the things I wore the day of, as far as like reception dress and undergarments and all of that, ring box that I use, yeah, just let me know. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna finish up my food, I'm almost done. And yeah, thank you for watching if you made it through this very long video. Hope you like it. Like I said, comment down below, and I'll see you guys real soon.